to the stream. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube as a video afterwards, then welcome, because at the moment no one's watching this on stream, live anyway, and it's not even up yet. So welcome, and today we are on F1 2017, but we are to do something a little bit different, because Racertay, who I normally do my co-op career with, is not
That's
here.
A lie.
Excuse me? Well, yeah.
I'm here for 2 minutes.
So, Brownie's clearly joined in. I'm sorry, I wasn't anticipating anyone to join in this early. Anyway, usually on the Tuesday we do the co-op career, which isn't happening today, for the simple reason that Racertay has decided to vanish. So my teammate has done a runner for a couple of weeks, so he won't be here Tuesday, which is today, the Friday. Probably won't be here next week either. However, the week after that should be fine, and we should be back on the co-op career, which you're all very excited for because it's Monza. Alright, so what are we doing instead then? That's a good question. It'll still be F1. I've not just loaded this up as a backdrop and then jumped onto something else, and as you can see, it's multiplayer, so we're going to jump onto some online races on F1 multiplayer. Yep, as you can see, I am level 18, you know, rocking in the stats. Let's just do some shorter races. We're going to jump on a public matchmaking, see how long it is until I start to get annoyed at the game. So, let's begin, shall we? Let's hope to find a lobby. We're downloading content. Oh, we're in a lobby, right. So, here we are then, F1 2017.
Oh god, this is going to be bad.
This probably will be, Brownie, but oh well. So, we're gonna see how long. This might last like 3 laps and then I get annoyed and then switch it off, and so it might not even last long. But, here goes. We found a lobby, which is always a positive. Sometimes you go onto matchmaking, you put it onto that, and it puts you in a lobby on your own with no one. So oh, here we go, we're voting now. I've got to go with USA Show. So here we are on the live stream. There's my stats just there on the side. Just, you know, wins 3 races, 12 podium finishes, no big deal. We're in Australia. Why not? Why is everyone so full? Let's go. Let's go with someone a bit appropriate. We're going to be Romain Grosjean. It's probably going to be appropriate to my driving style. Yeah, we're going to be doing F1 2017 here online. And we're doing the first race, coincidentally, on the first race of the season anyway, so that works well. And we're going to go to a team that matches my driving style. We're going to go to Haas, which, as you can see, I've already selected Haas. So, here it is. Let's do this. Right to begin. I realised I've not readied up. Mainly because I'm not ready. Let's do this. Let's try not to get kicked after the first race. There you go, read up on, man. I was about to say you can read up on assist. Braking assist. So if any of you did get to read up on assist, there's your braking assist. Of which I don't have. I don't know, I don't use braking assist, I'm professional. Oh god. Here we are then. On the grid. Oh, we're starting 4th. It's not going to end well. A special pink and green helmet that for some reason I've gone with. Here we are on the grid. And it's automatic start. Alright, so it's lights out and we go. And we've not had the best of starts. Ferrari front boxed in, we're on the outside. There's a Red Bull that's spun. And we almost ended up in second. We did end up in second, and then we're dropping down the order. We didn't cut the corner on purpose, there was a Red Bull spinning, so we took avoiding action. That's my excuse. Apparently there's a McLaren in 11th, yet he's also somehow ahead of the driver that's in second. Not going to question that logic. That Red Bull's all off the track. And that Red Bull's still all off the track. In fact, there's cars everywhere. That McLaren's in the wall. McLaren is in the wall. He's finally been registered in the position that he is as he goes very wide at that corner. And I touched the wall on the outside. The McLaren has spun. And I've exceeded track limits. Oh, the Red Bull has tangled. He's round. The Red Bull and the Mercedes have had a coming together. They're all going round. Now we're right on the tail of the Mercedes. We tried to slip it on the inside. He's gone out onto the gravel on the other side. And around the final corner. Here we are then, on to the main straight at Australia. It was given a name this year in real life. Can't remember what it's called. Also, whilst I've just hit the wall, here comes Ferrari. There he goes. The real Ferrari, no, not us in the fake Ferrari. Yeah, everyone in this stream, I may just phase out and end up blessing you all with my ridiculous amount of F1 knowledge. It's definitely something that's probably going to happen quite repeatedly over the course of this stream. So get used to it. We're running in third, but that Mercedes looks prone to making a couple mistakes. Unfortunately, we can capitalise on said mistake. I need to stop making errors of my own, just like when we came in the beginning of that. We just made an error, bottled it, going down into on the second DRS straight, going down into turn 3, where which the turn 3 was actually the hairpin, where the whole idea, stop cutting that corner. Someone's retired from the race. We've got 10 people left, and the Mercedes is having to defend against the Ferrari. All the way around, solid drive there. I think we've actually gained a bit of momentum into this penultimate corner. Really don't like that corner into the final corner. And the race leader is absolutely bombing it. He is disappeared. I think, we're not close enough. We don't get DRS yet. We get DRS at the end of this lap, really. And we get to the DRS detection zone, so to keep within the second of the Ferrari will be good. Doing so will be a challenge. Someone's done something on the bottom. I think they're left or retired, or both. Left because they retired, or retired because they left. I don't know. We're migrating host. And I've almost made an error there. I'm really paying attention as to what's going on at the bottom of the screen. I'm trying to focus and keep the car facing in the forward direction, and hoping that my wheels will stay attached. I need to gain in on the Ferrari. We're out of the DRS range. However, the Ferrari has got DRS and the Mercedes most definitely. So, hoping to stay enough, or maybe it's possible because it's an online race, but I don't know if it'll happen that the Ferrari and the Mercedes will crash into each other whilst the Ferrari tries to overtake said Mercedes. That's kind of what I'm just hoping at, and then I swoop through and take the podium. It looks like at the moment it's gonna I will settle for 4th place. Be a decent start. And Mercedes completely off the track limits. And he looks to have slowed up. Both of them have slowed right down. We're right into his clutches all of a sudden. There he is. On the penultimate lap of this race. We'll just hopefully just be short 5-lap race. That's all I care to do online. Still going very slow. I think the Mercedes making errors and holding up the Ferrari because of it, which is perfect if you're us. Don't cut the corner. Damn it! So now, unless they have a penalty, we're never going to actually keep the position. But if we cross the line on those podium spots, it's an achievement for me. Definitely getting DRS here, because we're practically pushing the car around this final sector of the lap here at Albert Park. However, the yellow flags on the main straight, the Ferraris had all sorts of problems trying to not overtake under yellow flags. It's gone green, and down the inside we go into turn 1. A bit of pushing and trying to get through turn 1, and that's the position that is P3. Now we're not going to keep the third unless the car behind has a penalty. And McLaren going slow, not the race leader, which is a little bit of a shame, but the race leader has gone. So yeah, into third then. We either need to gain 3 seconds over the car behind, or hope that he has a penalty bigger than ours, because quite frankly otherwise we're not going to be able to keep third place. But if we cross the line in third, that'll be an achievement for me. I will take it, even though it won't calculate itself as third, which is a bit annoying. Like, it won't go into the stats as another podium that we've picked up over our massive amounts of races that we've done online. I think we're really gaining in on these Mercedes in front. I think the guy in first is about to go across the line to win the race. It's been a bit of a dominant showing from him, whoever he is. There's a Mimi. There he is, Nas Jones, 91, about to finish a dominant Australian race. We're going to cross the line in third. Bit annoying we won't keep third due to penalties, unless we do. Bit of a shame really, but that's the way it is. Hang on a minute, I'm still in third. Did we actually manage to hold on for a podium? I think we did, you know. That's not bad. The first race is a podium. So thank God for that. Well, there we go then. First race on this live stream.
Oh my God, you're actually pretty damn decent.
Well, thank you, Brownie. I have raced many times on this F1 game. No, I think that was a pretty good game. That were a good race, huh? Did pick up the penalty, which worried me a little bit. That wasn't actually going to keep third, but we did do third, and thanks for that, Brownie. I don't think I'm too good, but yeah, I will accept it as a compliment from you. Well, thanks. There was no reason to say that. Quite a few people had penalties, actually.
Haha.
Oh, it's Jacob. Why would I not expect it to be anyone other than Jacob? Oh, we're so close. Oh, we're so close. Hang on a minute, we've done it. We are now level 19, people. We are rank 19. You saw it here first, live on stream. Rank 19. This is good. So here we are then, let's see. Oh, please Belgium.
Isn't that your finishing position normally though?
What do you mean my finishing position normally? That was only my 13th podium finish. Of which 3 podium finishes have been a win. So that's not the best. I need to get my average finishing position higher. It's a lowly 7.84, which is not the best. And
I meant 19 LOL.
Oh, 19. Yeah, that usually is my finishing position.
Me from it, haha.
Yeah. I didn't block you from anything. The thing realised that what you said, Jacob, was probably not a good thing, so it didn't show it, and that's simply what happened there. Anyway, so here we are then, Belgium. Oh, we got qualifying. And I've got Matty B. Not Matty G, Matty B. Who's not British, he's English. He's made that abundantly clear.
No, never mind.
So, here we are. Belgium. It's the next race in real life Formula 1. Because we're under the summer break.
Nonsense.
So, here we go. Let's do this. Not feeling good about this one. I don't know why. Alright. I have no clue what setup to do or anything, so I'm just not going to use the setup. Like, at all. I'm also gonna pray we don't do Monaco. So, second race of this. Let's begin, shall we? Here we are then. Let's start our qualifying lap time. And I have no clue whereabouts I will qualify, so let's just go for it. That's pretty much what they do in qualifying anyway. Oh, someone's left already, they've given up. After about first corner. So Rouge Radion chicane. Used to be a massive uphill hairpin before that was changed. Glad it was changed.
There's this website where you can preset your car setup and test it online to see how fast the car is.
Where is that? I don't know, I'll have a look at some point.
And you can go into a private game and save them, so you can just load them up in an online game.
Okay, well I will have a look properly when I get a chance to see if that actually works or not. And across the line for a pole position lap. Yeah, that happened. Okay, let's just stop for a minute. In an online lobby with other people setting a lap time, I just got poled. Yeah, I got pole. I mean, granted,
oh my God,
it was
you
by...
actually got pole as well. What the hell is going on?
So, I mean, it was only by a tenth, which is usually the pole margins in Formula 1 anyway. I actually got pole position. I found a lobby where I'm actually decent. So I will stick with this lobby for everything. The only problem is I'm on pole and it's an F1 game, so there's probably going to be an incident at La Source, if not at Eau Rouge, because a lot of races I do at Belgium, that first sector is just horrific with cars literally going everywhere. So, watch out for cars literally going everywhere. Also, the starts I'm never any good at. Be nice to hold on to this position, probably won't. Going down into turn 1 though now at La Source with the Mercedes on my outside, going to hold off the inside and a bit of wheel spin on the exit. The Mercedes is going right out wide onto the track. He's not got the best run through there. We're just edging out. He's not going to hold it going into Eau Rouge, which is smart driving, which is something you don't tend to see online lobbies. Someone's gone. Someone has Magnussened Eau Rouge. And I've got a Mercedes going down my inside. My teammate Matty B, he's in 3rd and 4th place at Toro Rosso at the moment. He's going down the inside, going into Lecum, the chicane. He's just edged out in front. I believe I've said that right. I might have been on about something wrong. Here we go. We've lost the lead, which is something I kind of expected to happen at some point. I wasn't anticipating winning. This guy, he was like 0.125 seconds behind me in qualifying, so we're roughly around the same pace, I think. We've definitely got the better run going through pool 1, however we've not, that's not the way you want to make an overtake, and that's lost us a lot of time, and now we're under threat from the Toro Rosso behind. I didn't try and overtake, I just had the better run and the gap was emerging. I didn't want to back off because I needed to keep the momentum. So we come through Stavelot, I think that's this corner. This one here, Stavelot, goes on to Blanchemont. Hang on a minute, someone behind me has disappeared. I hope I did not take him off, because that might have happened. He seems way all over the place. With this game you can tend to see who's on a controller and who's on a wheel, mainly just by the movements on the in-game steering wheel and the car's movements. Because if they're twitching a lot, they tend to probably be, they're more likely to be on a controller. Whereas the movements on a wheel, which is what I'm using, are just more fluent, and the turning, you can do more of it. I'm going to save fuel to like the last couple laps, when I've got enough fuel to just bomb it like to the end, rich mix all the way to the end. We might see if we can make a late attack onto the Mercedes just in front. One thing I've noticed is this lobby, surprisingly, is actually pretty clean. Granted, there are 4 people, but it's actually a relatively clean lobby. I've not seen too many people like trying to take people on. We have the better run through Pouhon, is something I've noticed. Than this Mercedes, we have the better run. I get the feeling this guy's on a controller because of like how twitchy his movements are on with like the turning of the car and on straights. He's a bit all over the place, especially when through here. Whereas we can just like commit to one steering angle. We're not gonna, surely not. Look how much we've gained. Are we in a position to try and make an overtake going through Blanchemont? I've gotten onto the grass. Just about caught it, but that's deadly. That was deadly. We're still on him though. We haven't lost too much time. We could be in with a shot of taking the victory here at Spa, as we just pop in the fastest lap of the race as well. I've never actually had, after all the races are done, I've never had a fastest lap to my name. So after I've never been the fastest man on track online. Could this be the day we finally get that done on stream and everything? I've got a pole position, I've got a podium. Surely we can get a win at some point as well. We get DRS now, so we're going to get DRS down the Chemel Straight and into La Source. La Source being the first corner, so no, I wasn't just describing the same bit. If for some reason you don't know where DRS is on this track, it's down the main straight going from the bus stop chicane to La Source, and second one is on the back straight, on the Chemel Straight as it's called, into La Cum chicane. I know way too many corner names for my own good for tracks that have them, but it makes things more fun. See, here we really seem to gain on the Mercedes. I mean, we didn't gain as much there, but on the previous laps we've actually gained quite a bit of time, especially in this middle sector. So sure, maybe he's going for a lower downforce setup, which would help obviously with the straights and the high speed, but on the corners, which is like Buon and the chicane and stuff coming out in the middle sector, lacking a little in performance. That could possibly be an explanation. Just look at how much we're gaining here coming through Blanchimont. Do we have a look to the inside for a gap? Not quite. Try to fend it off here, still on the back of him. I've cut the corner a little, I've clipped him, I've not spun him around. I could have just accelerated around there, didn't want to. And the car behind is massively gaining as he takes my fastest lap, which is just rude. So that was just rude and inappropriate. Okay, so that wasn't the cleanest bus stop chicane. I wasn't in a position to really have a look at an overtake. There wasn't the best position to make an overtake work, which is unfortunate because could have possibly had him, but it got a little bit scrappy, and now the Toro Rosso is really gaining. He's just like focusing on gaining now, and that's genuinely be what he will be doing, is just gaining and gaining and gaining lap time, and could possibly, depending on how this little battle up in front goes, it could end badly. He could come through and take the win, because it is entirely possible that we would take each other out, which is not something I want to do, definitely not, but I do want to win. The car behind, as we've just been informed, has got a track position, not track position, a time penalty. I'm not sure how big it is. I reckon it'll be from corner cutting, which will give him a 3-second penalty. So that would be that. We come out of Stavelot now. Around the outside of Blanchimont, he's giving a little nudge, he's a little bit of running, there's out of room there as we go over to the grass. It's not where we want to be, and that's cost us a lot of time. He's giving us a little bit, he gave us a little bit of a nudge there, whilst we were hung out to dry on the outside of Blanchimont, which was nowhere abouts I wanted to be. I think we both want to win this race, and that's where things are going to, as we come down into turn 1 now. So then, we've lost a lot of time there to him. Alright, so here we are. We've got this final lap, and we've lost a lot of time going through the bus-stop chicane and on that main street a little bit. Oh, come on, there's no way that was a corner cut. And you people on GT Sport complain about your penalties. Yeah, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. Like, how is...
100% certain has a clean driver, LOL.
Well, you all saw how little of a cut that was. I barely went over the curb, and I've been given 2-second time penalty for it, which is ridiculous. And you GT Sport players all complain about your penalty system. What is this, Le Mans? Here we are though, here we are though, here we are though, here we are though. Gaining. Still gaining. We're not gaining enough. I don't think we're going to get this, and even so, I'm going to have to hope he has a penalty. We've gone wider out there than he has. He's looking a bit all over the place. We go from Stavelot. Now we're on to Blanchimont, where we seriously start to gain on us, but he keeps shoving us off to the outside a little bit. Because we gain here, but then he ends up pushing us a bit over to the outside. He's just completely blocked us there. We're like, where are we supposed to go? No clue what he's doing, trying to defend around the outside there. What is he doing? Then down the inside, it was a bit of desperation there. It's not worked, and it's not going to be the win. Which is unfortunate that it's not going to be the win. Frustrating. I mean, some of the things he was doing, especially going for Blanchimont, was a bit stupid, really. Not sure what you guys are going to make of that, but personally I don't think he was driving completely fairly going for Blanchimont. because I was either on the outside where I got slightly pushed off onto the grass, or I was on the inside where he completely weaved across and pushed me onto the grass. So, not 100% the cleanest race you'll have ever seen. It was still a relatively decent race. We got pole. Unfortunately, we couldn't convert that into a win, which is a shame, but we tried. There is also no one in this lobby, by the way, people. You know, like there is now just 4 people, so getting a podium is almost guaranteed, which makes getting a podium less satisfying. I think I did okay, but I mean, could have been a better race, for sure. We all had penalties as well, so hang on a minute, when did he get his penalty? He got it right at the start. I didn't even have to push, I just had to keep it clean and would have inherited the victory. That's annoying. All we had to do was just not cut the corners and we'd have probably won. But we had to push for it, and that's what it ultimately cost us. It is irritating, but it's the way it is sometimes. We've got a selection of races from Canada, Britain, Russia and USA short. The Canada and USA are classic cars. I don't fancy doing Russia with these penalties. We're going to do Britain. Silverstone race. Now we've got a couple of gold star people in here. He's still there with his ridiculous domination stats. We could have had a 4th win. We didn't. One-shot qualifying is on. Corner cutting contingency is now on regular, which is a good thing. Let's take a look at our player stats, shall we? We need to win 2 more races, and we've got that at the top. 7 of 10. Top 50% finishers. I think we can work on doing them, and we can do them. Our average qualifying position is relatively decent. Our average finishing position has come down. Our average qualifying position came down because it was 6.94. Now it's 6.81. Now I got another one-shot qualifying, so if we could qualify well here, our average qualifying position should come back down again. Got a couple more people in this time. We're just going to try and finish as hard as we can. Been a relatively decent session, I suppose, of this F1 open lobby. If you guys want me to do more of this, I will consider doing more of these F1 open lobbies. If not, then fine. Obviously, we might jump out of this one for a more populated lobby. Let me know if you think we should do that, because as good as this lobby is, it's not very full. So alright, so now you guys probably won't know this, and I don't expect you to, but on Sunday I did a league race around Silverstone as part of the F1 league, an F1 league that I am in, where we race on Sundays. And you guys really don't know this because you shouldn't. I managed to grab a podium here at Silverstone. I qualified 7th after a wet qualifying session, and I managed to get 3rd, avoided instance on the first lap, and then just managed this highway, and I got P3 in the end, so I came up to 3rd. We raced in Toro, so I'm actually with racertay in said league racing. They're not, I don't think I initially wanted to shoot them up to the channel. I changed my mind about doing so you won't be getting them, but there you go. So I actually have a podium here against real people, and it went quite well. It was a decent race for me. I did okay. Some good battles. Here we are then for Silverstone again. Let's see, will we get pole position for the second race in a row? If we do, there is something wrong. Because I'm usually not this good. So if we get pole position yet again, then I think questions remain. Here we are then at the final corner, and yep, there it is. Pole position for the second race in a row. I will tell you one thing, guys, our average qualifying position is definitely coming down after this. And we're half a second quicker. That's a second pole position in a row. We're looking decent here, looking decent. It's not looking too bad. Can we convert this one into a win? Who knows? One more pole position and surely we've done the little challengey thingy. So, can we convert pole position into a win? Our favourite friend Mike starts alongside us on the front row again. I wonder if is he still in the Mercedes? I can't really tell from here. Yeah, he is. So there he is on the front row again. We'll see if we can convert this one into another podium, preferably a win this time though. We got third in the first race, got second in the second race. And we have manual start, so I'm definitely dropping back off the line. Never any good at these manual starts, and someone who is good at the start is Mike. He's shot into the lead yet again, and then goes very wide, and we retake the lead coming into loop, where if you watch the British Grand Prix this year, that's where Hamilton and Raikkonen had a coming together on the first lap. Thankfully, we've not had a coming together with anyone. Still remaining up into the lead of this race, but the Mercedes is behind us. Into Brooklands is a Mercedes having a look down the inside, and that means he's on the outside for Luffield. When do we get the accelerator ready? He's blooming pushing himself around the outside at Woodcut. Surely he has some common sense. Oh, actually, I've given him a bit more than a nudge there. I've not given him any room. Is he going to try around the outside at Cops? No, he's not. He's backed off there. Sensibly, he might not have enjoyed that. Then I pushed him off going down the national pit straight. Lovely section of corners there. It's a good iconic part of the Silverstone track. And we're still holding off in the lead against this Mercedes driver. So, can we convert this race into a win? Personally, I'm hoping so. So we come around the final corner now. Flat out through the final corner, across the line. That's the end of the first lap. And we two cars of Orient are destroying everyone else by absolutely smashing the gap out. A massive gap. We've sort of run away with this one at the end of the first lap. We've gone a little bit slow, so I think he's had his car inside of mine there. There might have been some form of contact there, because we've just sort of spotted, we've saved it, and it's not worked for him. He's still sat in second place. I can tell he's going to be one driver that's going to be aggressive and a determined driver to try and get in front, which is something I'm not going to want, because to take this win is kind of what I want at the moment. He's gone very wide, he's on the gravel trap, he's found the gravel trap, and he's going to now surely lose a lot of time there. And this was on lap 2 leading with a gap now to the car behind, because I was going flat through Cops. That's nice. Some of these corners are just really nice, who go flat through, like especially with these 2017 downforce cars. They're just so nice, some of the corners you can go through with the speeds. You can really sort of... It must feel so good for the drivers in some corners. Like corners like 130R or Rouge Cops, to do that in an actual car, it just must feel so good. It also must strain the neck a lot. Alright, on to lap 3. DRS is enabled. So we can keep the gap to the car behind over a second. He shouldn't have DRS, and we could hopefully cruise on to take the victory here on stream. That's the dream, is to win on stream in front of people, to prove that I can drive a Formula 1 car. It's amazing how in just 2 races I've instantly, on this open lobby, I've instantly got more more podiums than I have over the entirety of the International GT League. Just thought I'd throw that out there. I've no clue why I thought I'd throw that out there. I'm going to drive it down because I want to run out of all the fuel. Even though we've got way too much of it. With the corner contingency being dropped, the chances of getting a penalty is not going to be as high. So, we might have to fight for this one. If he starts to catch up, which I don't think he is. We're looking high and mighty up in the lead. 4 seconds clear of the car behind. At the final corner, it's a 1:31.3. That's the fastest lap. However, everyone else is still yet to cross the line. The car behind me is not set the fastest lap, as he's just crossed the line. And the car behind him, we might genuinely have a fastest lap to our name after this race. Are we actually the fastest driver in this lobby right now? We're on the penultimate lap here at Silverstone. We're flying with a massive gap to everyone, and still setting purple sectors. Onto Hangar Straight. We're about to finish the penultimate lap as we're coming down to, this is now the final sector into Stowe. It's a great corner, great uptaking place as well, and the corner sort of tightens up on entry. It's more than 90 degrees only just before it opens itself back over. And then when I went to Silverstone a few years back, I actually was stood at that point there just between Vale and Club. It was a great view. We're coming to the end of the lap, and yeah, to the end of the lap, and you could see cars going into pit lane, which was the bonus. Well, we're still on the fastest lap of this race. There is actually a genuine possibility that we might go on to not just win this race, but grab fastest lap and pole position. Meaning we'll have done the hat trick. We'll have done all 3 in one race. Unfortunately, it wasn't actually, no, because we did sort of hold the lead for all the laps, didn't we, in this race? Because he did get in front off the line, but then he bottled it at Farm Curve and then couldn't get back in front, and he pushed that much to get back in front and he ended up making an error, and he's 7 seconds down. So as we come toward the final couple of corners here at Silverstone, we have won the race. That's not bad going. We have won the race here at Silverstone. After that 3rd lap, it wasn't really in much doubt when everyone else behind me made massive errors and dropped very far back, but I am still proud of that victory. It was a pretty solid victory, if you ask me. So I'm thankful for that race win. yeah, I don't know what it is. Now we took a victory, which is good. So there it is. There's confirmation we won, and we got fastest lap. So it's the first fastest lap I've ever had. Oh, nearly got to level 20. I say nearly, we're still like over 5,000 off. Well, that was good. Good fun, we won. We'll do a couple more in the races. See what we get to. Alright, let's do Britain again. I like Britain. And this lobby's all of a sudden massively full. Yay, fun. Hey, we might actually end up doing Silverstone again. However, with this many people, I don't know. Might not be so easy to take a win here. Well, the positive news is our average qualifying position still going down, 6.65, and our average race position is also still decreasing. I can't remember what they were at the beginning of the stream, but I can tell you is that we've got our first ever fastest lap in that race. That was good. We did good. And the closest rival to me in that race is not even in this lobby anymore, so was good. Did well. So I want to try and see if we can get our we've had 4 pole positions. Can we get our 5th pole position here on our 3rd in a row? We started this stream with 2 pole positions. We're now on 4, and we've just grabbed our 4th race win and 3 podium finishes in a row. I mean, aside from the win, we're starting to turn into Raikkonen. Just podium after podium after podium. Unfortunately, we did get the win, which is the good thing. It'd have been annoying if we didn't. So we didn't bottle it. We kept calm and controlled the race. The composure was there, and we went through to win the race. Thank you. Here we go then, here we go again. Yeah, I might end the stream after this race if anyone is watching, which not 100% sure they are, but to end the stream here. Not committed into that, and I think I've lost a lot of time there. That's not what I want when I got 1 lap to get this lap right. The line through Luffield, it feels so good. I feel like I can get Luffield right a lot of the times. Easy flat through Cops. And flat through the beginning part of this section, which is just some of the best corners on the calendar. Follow the speed and maintain the speed, because when you come out here onto Hanger Straight, you're gonna need the speed. DRS up and down onto Hanger Straight. We're looking good for this lap, aside from a little incident up at Loop. It's looking pretty like a decent lap. Oh, I've gone wide, I've gone wide. I've gone very wide. That might cost us time. Or will it? No, it won't, because 3 pole positions in a row now. It's nothing. It's just, I mean, it's just casually our 3rd pole position in a row, and our 5th pole position online. And I'm nearly level 20 because of it. Come on, show me the money. Pole position. We have now had 5 pole positions. Many more front row stars. 5 pole positions now. It's pretty good. Our average qualifying position is definitely coming down. I mean, before this we had 2. Now we've got 5 pole positions.
Just take it easy.
We got a quick joke now. I'm not very good at the start. There are only 3 people, so I could take a victory here. Everyone's left, so I'm definitely going to just end the stream after this, if anyone is doing now. And it's automatic start, so please be nice to me. We've got Naz Jones behind. Go. Lights out, and away we go at the British Grand Prix. It's been a really good start from us. However, AVB, the Ferrari that started 3rd, has got a good start. He's really got a better start than all of us. However, couldn't gain enough time to take the lead before the first corner, or after it for that matter. So we launch in through this beginning part of the lap. Alright, now one of the Ferraris has ended up off the track and has dropped back a little. We want to try and keep this race lead for all 5 laps. We've done well, you've done us proud, but can we do it again? Can we take it another victory? Can we take... I mean, every race that we've done on this live stream has been a podium, but can we get 2 victories in one stream? If we can, this will be a massive achievement, because I've been playing online for quite a bit now, as you can see by the fact that I'm nearly level 20. Not regularly, but I do occasionally go on it, and I've been struggling to be competitive. I come on stream for the first time, and I'm winning, so it's a good omen for me to be streaming these online races. They suddenly do well. Like, stupidly well. We've started to pull out a gap as well, which is brilliant. This is exactly what we want from this race. I keep doing that wrong. I need to get my driving line back through Luffield, because I had a brilliant line through there in qualifying that I usually use for some reason there, coming up through Woodgate. I might have lost a bit of time. All the hearts of courage are being played in my head. I don't know why, I just thought I'd put that out there. It is odd that that was my pole position lap, it wasn't even my best lap. Like, I made an error up at, was it loop, when I didn't commit to the line as much as I should have done, and then the final corner I ran very wide. Like, I did that, I turned in too early, didn't really pay that slightly. Just run it, which would cost me a bit of time. Bear, someone scored and stopped. I think someone might have spun somewhere. It's a bit better. I want to like kind of widen and cut into the inside. That's the way I prefer to take that corner. I shouldn't have done that. I'll lift it for cops. Lewis Hamilton today, I don't know why. I'm just doing so well around Silverstone, like stupidly well around Silverstone. Oh, that's wide. Oh no, someone's going slow. Don't ruin this for me. Thank you. And then the final corner to conclude a second victory in a row. I guess my work here is done. I've won 2 races in a row there now. Both have been at Silverstone, but yeah. 3 pole positions in a row. And all 4 races that we've managed to do today. I've had the podium in all of them. From 3rd to 2nd, 2 consecutive first place. Now it's gonna, granted the 3rd race barely anyone was in it, so I'm not going to take all the credit for that. I'm going to win the stream here then. I'm happy for the win, but I'm going to have to go. So here we are then, rank 20 at long last. I know it, and then some. And that's another win. More XP for that. For that, I've had a 2nd fastest lap before this race, before this stream. I hadn't had a single fastest lap to my name. Now, I've gone on 2 in a row, 2 Grand Slams in a row. Like let's just take a look at how my stats have changed. I've now got an average qualifying position of 6.5 and an average finishing position of 7.5. So we're gonna have to work on getting the finishing position down. I've had 2 fastest lap. I've entered 60 races. Of those 60, I've won 5 and had a podium in 16 of them. Half the races I have entered, I have finished in the top 50%. So those are some actually decent stats, you know. Not gonna lie. But I'm gonna end it here, especially because it's classic car, so I'm gonna leave. I don't think anyone is, but if anyone is still watching this stream, then subscribe if you're new and you want to see more of this. And mainly what I'm doing, and this is purely because my teammate for the co-op career is not here. That's the only reason. And subscribe, like, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. Might do this on Friday as well at the same time when I was meant to do my co-op career with this person, racertay, because obviously he's not here. He won't be here on Friday either, so we might do it then as well. Or I might do something different. There are a couple of things I might have in mind. This was the first one, and I think it was pretty successful. I'm glad I decided to do this, and we'll see you, and goodbye.